Good morning and welcome to Strength and Balance. My name's Hannah and I am a senior fitness instructor with Stonebridge Community Services. And welcome. We have a full body strength routine to work through this morning. There are going to be a couple of exercises that you can do on the floor if you so wish. If you don't want to be on the floor, that's okay. I will show you a seated option. One of them is going to be a standing option. So standing or seated. You are going to need some weights to really get the full benefit of this class. I use a set of dumbbells. You can, they're heavy. You can use evenly weighted objects like soup cans or water bottles. Anything like that is going to work really well. And alternatively, if lifting weights is not right for you today, you can just put them down and do this without any weights. We will need a wall. So a blank piece of wall. We're going to do some push-ups at the wall, so something you can put your hands against that's kind of unobstructed by furniture. The second part of the class is always balance. Same thing today. You will need something to hold on to keep you safe, keep you secure. I always use the wall. Again, you could use a chair, table, back of the sofa, kitchen island, the counter, whatever it might be, something that's easily accessible, something you can hold on to that's sturdy. It's going to give you some support here. All right, we're going to come up to feet and we're going to warm up. I think we're going to get warm, so I'm just going to take my sweater off and then we'll warm up together and we'll get right into it. So let's stand up nice and tall and let's march on the spot. Let those arms move forwards and backwards, lifting those feet right up, standing up tall. Let's take a nice deep breath. Big inhale and exhale. Deep breath in and out. Lift those hands up and slowly lower down. Good. Let's pull those shoulders up towards our ears. Relax them down. Lift those shoulders and lower. Let's pull our shoulders up and down. Let's lift and lower. Good. Let's roll our shoulders. Nice big circles. Good. Let's roll those shoulders forwards. And let's bring those arms out to the side, little circles here. Let's go back in the other direction. Let's take both hands. We're going to push away from your chest and pull those hands back. Push and pull. 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 And again, push and pull. Let's push those hands out to the side and pull. Push and pull. Push and pull. Push and pull. And again, push and pull. Let's get those hands up to the ceiling and pull down. Push and pull. Push and pull. Push and pull. And again, push and pull. Good. Relax those arms. Let's tap our toes forwards. Good. Let's tap those toes to the sides. And let's dig those heels forwards. Good, heels to the sides. Great, let's bring those feet together. Oh no, sorry, we want to take one foot. Tuck your toe and heel. Toe and heel. Toe and heel. Toe and heel. Toe, heel, toe, and heel. Let's switch to the other side. Tap toe and heel. Toe and heel. Toe and heel. Toe, heel, toe, and heel. Let's bring our feet together. Let's tap our toes and wiggle our fingers. Good, let's tap our heels and tap our fingers to our thumb. Let's tap our toes, both feet at the same time. And let's circle our wrists. Good, let's tap our heels, circle those wrists the other way. Good, let's stand with our feet hip width apart and let's circle our hips nice and slowly. Back in the other direction. Excellent, take a nice deep breath, a big inhale and exhale. Good. Excellent. We are going to begin with a squat. We need one weight. We're going to hold that weight in one hand, hold it up at your shoulder. We're going to do a squat as we stand up. We're going to push that weight up towards the ceiling. For the first round, we'll use the right hand. For the second round, we'll use the left hand. So we have 3 exercises that are lower body focused. We'll do them 1, 2, 3. Take a quick break and then repeat them. 1, 2, 3. So 2 of them are going to be kind of one-handed with the weights. We're starting with our right hand. All right. Let's hold that weight up at our shoulder, standing up nice and tall. We're going to inhale, sink down. Exhale, push up to the ceiling, nice and slowly on the way down. Good, think about inhaling as you lower, exhaling as you push up. Last one. Good, excellent. Relax that arm down. Good. We're going to do some heel raises. We're going to hold the one weight in front of us. So let's push up onto tiptoes. Slowly lower your heels to the floor. Keep that chest nice and tall. Shoulders relaxed. Pull that belly button in towards your spine. Good. Nice deep breaths. Two more. Excellent. Good. That weight is going to be in our right hand again now. We're going to do a curtsy. So when I curtsy, I take one foot and I step diagonally back behind me and I sink that back knee towards the floor. So almost like a squat and a lunge combined. Step back, lower down, and then I'll switch to the other side. Take that foot, step diagonally back, bend at the knees. Good. As I do this arm is going to do a little bicep curl. Every time I sink down, that hand comes up. All right, here we go. Inhale, lower down. Exhale to stand up. As you lower down, Lift that hand in that nice bicep curl. We want to be nice and slow. Chest tall. Ooh, a little wobbly. Once more each side. And again. Good, put the weight down. Let's grab a quick drink. Good, we're going to repeat those. And this time, those one weight exercises, we're holding the weight in our left hand. So I'm going to squat to begin with, holding that weight at my shoulder, standing up nice and tall. I'm going to inhale, sink down. Exhale, push that weight up. Good, nice exhale as you push up. Last one. Good, lower that weight down. Excellent. We'll hold in both hands, feet hip width, standing up tall. We're going to push up to our tiptoes, slowly lower down. Good, chest tall and shoulders relaxed. Good, nice deep breaths. And relax here. Great, let's repeat that curtsy one more time. We're holding the weight in our left hand. We're sinking down into that curtsy and doing a little bicep curl at the same time. Here we go. Stepping back diagonally. Knee comes towards the floor. Keep that chest nice and tall. Moving nice and slowly. Good, nice deep breaths. Here's the last one. Great, pop the weight down. You can have a quick drink here. Good. Couple of exercises for upper body, arms, back, shoulder. We're going to use the wall for one of those exercises. So make sure you have a space at the wall. I need one weight to start with. I'm going to hold this weight in two hands, right up above my head. I'm going to bend at the elbows, lower that weight behind my head, and then nice and slowly right up to center. Here we go. Inhale, slowly lower. Exhale. You could be a little bit quicker as you lift up. We're standing nice and tall. Good, nice deep breaths. Here's the last one. Good. And relax. Relax that weight. Good. Let's choose a spot at the wall for the next exercise here. I'm going to stand with my arms outstretched, hands against the wall at about shoulder height. I'm going to take a step away from the wall. You can see my feet are further away than my head. I'm going to bend at the elbows, bring my chest towards the wall, push myself back up. Inhale as you come in. Exhale, push away. Last one. Good. Very good. We'll pick up 2 weights now. So a weight in each hand. Let's stand with our feet hip width, and we're going to lower one hand and then the other. We're hinging at the hip towards the side. Just a little bit. Breathing out as you lower. Breathing in as you come back up. This is a small movement. Let's stay nice and relaxed through our shoulders. Good. One more each way. Great, excellent. Put the weights down for now. Grab a quick drink. And let's repeat those. Let's grab one weight. We're going to take that weight up above your head, feet hip width. Let's inhale, slowly lower that weight behind your head. Exhale, straight back up to center. Nice deep breaths. Good, excellent. We'll do 2 more. Last one. Good, relax that weight. Very good. Let's pop the weight down. And we're going to repeat our push-ups at the wall. So arms outstretched, shoulder height. Let's take a step away so our feet are further away than our head. We're going to inhale, come towards the wall, exhale to push away. Good, nice and slowly. You can be a bit quicker as you push away. Yes, and relax there. Excellent. One more. You need both weights, one in each hand, feet hip width. Let's lower one hand and the other. Good, nice and slowly. Nice deep breaths. Excellent. Once more each side. Good, put the weights down. All right, very good. We're moving on to do the 2 exercises that will be on the floor. The first, I'm going to show you first the options if you don't want to be on the floor. So the first one, you're going to be at the wall. So again, hands at shoulder height. We're taking a step back. We're going to lift one hand and the opposite foot. So you lift and lower, lift and lower. So this is if you don't want to be on the floor. This is going to be your bird dog movement. Lifting one hand and the opposite leg. One and the opposite. The second exercise will be seated. So sitting in the middle of your chair, you're going to lift your knees one at a time. As you do that, you're taking your opposite hand, touching your knee, rotating through that upper body. So you have a standing bird dog at the wall and this seated knee lift and rotation. So those are your seated exercises. If you're on the floor, we have one that's on hands and knees and one that is on our back. The first one we're going to do will be on hands and knees. So let's come down. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to step one foot forward, bend that front knee, lower the back knee, hinge forward at the hip, hands to the floor. We're down onto all fours. So from here, we're going to do that bird dog, lifting hand and opposite foot. People who are not on the floor, you are standing at the wall and you're doing the same thing, lifting your foot and your opposite hand, leg and opposite arm. Here we go. It looks like this. On the floor, reaching out. Oops, trying not to overbalance. Nice and slowly. Inhale, reaching forward. Exhale down. The last one here. Good, and relax. If you're standing, you're going to sit in your chair now. If you're on the floor, you're going to come down so that you are on your back. From your chair, you're lifting one knee, then the other, reaching your hand for your, reaching up for your opposite, reaching for the opposite knee with your hand and rotating through your upper body. We're doing a version of that on the floor. So I'm going to lift one knee and I'm going to reach for my foot. My shoulders are coming up off the floor a little bit. So I'm reaching for my opposite foot. Keep this movement pretty small. It can be tiring for your neck. As I lift my knee, I'm reaching for that foot with my opposite hand. So I have that rotation through my upper body. Try and keep your shoulders relaxed. It's a little tricky because your head is up off the floor. Good, a couple more. Great, excellent, relax here. If you would prefer to keep that upper body flat on the floor, you can reach without lifting your shoulders and you can keep it flat on the floor. So try that if it feels uncomfortable through your neck and shoulders. All right, if you're seated, you are getting up and you're standing at the wall. If you're on the floor, we're going to come back up onto our hands and knees, back up onto all fours. All right, here we go. We're lifting hand and opposite arm. Nice and slowly. Good, nice deep breaths. The last one. Good, excellent. People who are standing up, come down to your seat. People on the floor, let's come onto our backs. You're lifting a knee, and if you're seated, you're reaching for your knee with your opposite hand. If you're on the floor, you're going to reach for your foot, and you can take shoulders up off the floor if that feels good, or you can keep them flat on the floor, like I am here. All right, here we go. I'm going to try and reach a little bit and take my shoulders up off the floor. Nice deep breaths. Couple more. And relax. Good. Excellent. We can come up on to our feet. So let's roll onto one side. Push yourself up nice and slowly. Let's come onto all fours. 1 foot forwards. Stand up nice and slowly. Good. Excellent. Grab a drink here if you want to. Great, we're moving on to our balance. And for this part of the class, we want to be within an arm's reach of our support furniture. Just have to move my camera so you can see my feet a little bit better. Let's stand to start with today with our feet one in front of the other. Heel to toe. Knees nice and soft. We're standing up tall. Pull that belly button in towards your spine. We're going to roll our feet. So we're lifting up through our toes, and through our heels. That's tricky. Nice and slowly. Good, nice and relaxed through that upper body. Good, and can we roll our feet from side to side? Good, relax those feet. Let's switch them around so the other one is forward. And we'll repeat this roll forwards and backwards. Good, let's roll from side to side. Excellent, good, we can move our feet. Let's stand on one foot now. So close to that support furniture, I'm going to stand on my right foot, raise my left. Hold that foot where it feels comfortable. And let's just look forward for a few moments here. I'm going to take one hand up in front of me and I'm going to hold my thumb up and I'm going to look at my thumb. I'm going to move that thumb from side to side and follow it, not with my head, but just with my eyes. Doesn't have to be too big of a movement. Follow just with your eyes. Try not to move your head. Good. Back to center and relax that arm. Let's slowly switch to the other foot. Standing on the left foot, raise the right. Let's stand up tall. We're going to reach one hand forwards. Look at your thumb and then move from side to side, following it just with your eyes. Good, and relax that arm. Excellent. Let's stand with feet hip width. I'm going to tap one heel forwards. Standing up nice and tall, I'm looking at a spot in front of me that isn't moving. I'm going to focus my eyes there. When you're ready, let's take one heel up off the floor. Look forwards. We're going to reach forward with one hand. And take that second hand up. And we'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. We'll switch to the other side. Stand on that right foot. And tap the left heel forwards. I'm going to reach one hand. Oh, sorry. We're going to take our heel up off the floor. Just a little bit. Find that spot that isn't moving. And reach one hand forwards. Let's take that second hand up. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Excellent. Let's stand with our feet really close to each other. I'm going to take my right foot first. I'm going to tap it forwards, and then to the side, and then behind, and around again. Forwards, to the side, and behind, forwards, to the side, behind. Good. Forwards, side, behind, forwards, side, behind. Good. As you tap forwards this time, let's lift, hold for 3, 2, and 1. Bring that foot out to the side. 3, 2, and 1. Foot behind. 3, 2, and 1. Let's take that foot all the way forward. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Out to the side. 3, 2, and 1. And behind. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's stand on the right foot and move the left. Tap forwards, to the side, behind, forwards, side, behind. Good. Forwards, side, behind, forwards, side, behind. One more time. Forwards, side, and behind. Let's tap that toe forwards. I'm going to lift. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Bring that foot out to the side. 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring that foot behind. 3, 2, and 1. Let's take that foot forward. 3, 2, and 1. Foot out to the side, 3, 2, and 1. Foot behind, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Can we float that foot all the way forward? 3, 2, and 1. To the side, 3, 2, and 1. And behind, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We'll do a little bit more on one foot here. I'm going to stand on my right. I'm going to lift my left knee. And I'm going to circle my ankle. Don't have to lift that knee too high, just so we have enough space to move that foot freely. Let's go back the other way. Good, let's switch to the other side, standing on the left foot. Raise the right. Let's circle this ankle. Back in the other direction. Excellent, feet on the floor. Let's reach those arms up like a Y shape. I'm going to stand on my right foot, raise the left, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And switch to the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet on the floor. Excellent. We're going to stretch. Let's take an arm across our body and hold here. Feel that nice stretch through your shoulder and your upper arm. Switch to the other side. Good, relax that arm. We're going to link our fingers, push those palms out and away from you. Reach those hands up to the ceiling. You're going to come over to the left. And the right. Back to center. Relax those arms. Let's have a seat. Sitting forward in your chair, let's stretch one leg out, heel on the floor, toe to the ceiling. Let's hinge forward. Feel that nice stretch in the back of your leg. Good, let's sit up, switch to the other side, heel on the floor, toe to the ceiling, hinge forward. Feel that nice stretch in the back of your leg. Good, let's sit up. Sit with my feet in front of me. I'm thinking about stretching my hips in here. I'm going to take, oops, I want you to be able to see my feet. I'm going to take my right foot, inside my right foot towards my left lower leg. If you hold here, you should feel that stretch right in here. You might need to keep your foot a little bit lower. Maybe you're able to take your foot higher or all the way up to rest on the other knee. Only if that feels good. And we want to think about this part of your leg being almost parallel with the floor without too much discomfort. So let's sit up nice and tall and hold here. Good, let's relax that foot. We'll switch to the other side, inside of your foot towards your lower leg. Good, hold where that feels comfortable. I'm going to take my foot all the way up again. Sitting up nice and tall. Good, let's relax that foot. Let's stand. We're going to reach our arms behind us, reach for the back of the room. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, wrap those arms around you. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze, a pat on the back. Thank you very much, everybody. Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining me today. This was a good time. I will see you next week.